my name is Angie, and this is the first video of my FreeCodeCamp coding courses that I want to walk through step by step with you. I tried a sample one when I first started my YouTube channel with a different app, and I realized that I probably should just use the one that I use for learning the basics. And so I hope to start at the responsive web design certification. I've already completed this one on a different account, and you may notice that these are completed. It is because this is my second time recording this video. The first time, I forgot to turn on my audio, so now we have this. But this is what the app will look like once we're done. So, HTML elements have opening tags like h1 and closing tags like h1 elements. The text an element will display goes between its opening and closing tags. Change the text of the h1 element below from Hello World to Cat Photo App, and watch the change in the browser preview. When you are done, press the Check Your Code button to see if it's correct. So, you will go ahead and say, Cat Photo App. Should work. Yes. The H1 through H6 heading elements are used to signify the importance of content below them. The lower the number, the higher the importance, so H2 elements have less importance than H1 elements. Only use one H1 element per page and place lower importance headings below higher importance headings. So that's very important. Do not use more than one H1. Below the H1 element, add an H2 element with this text. So we'll go ahead and make our H2 tag, and we're going to copy and paste this. And that should work. Yes, that works. The P element is used to create a paragraph of text on websites. Create a P element below your H2 element and give it the following text. Everyone loves cute cats online. That is mostly correct, unless you have a dog lover online, but I don't know why you can't love both. So here we are. Commenting allows you to leave messages without affecting the browser display. It also allows you to make code inactive. A comment in HTML starts with a less than, exclamation, dash dash, and contains any number of lines of text, and ends with dash dash greater than sign. Here's an example of a comment with the to-do remove H1. Now we are going to create one that says, to do, add link to cat photos. And it doesn't show up, so that's a good sign. There we are. HTML5 has some elements that identify different content areas. These elements make your HTML easier to read and help with search engine optimization, SEO, and accessibility. The main element is used to represent the main content of the body of an HTML document. Content inside the main element should be unique to the document and should not be repeated in other parts of the document. So identify the main section of this page by adding a main. So we're going to go ahead and write our main tags before the H1 and after the P element. In the previous step, you put the H1, H2 comment and P sections inside, P elements, not sections, inside the main element. This is called nesting. Nested elements should be placed 2 spaces further to the right of the element they are nested in. This spacing is called indentation, and it is used to make HTML easier to read. And that is correct. When you're doing large projects and you do not use indentation, you're going to be so confused. This is really helpful in organizing your text. The H1 element, H2 element, and the comment are indented 2 spaces more than the main element. So now we have to fix the element. There we go. You can add images to your website by using the image element. Image elements have an opening tag without a closing tag. An element without a closing tag is known as a void element. Add an image element below the P element. At this point, no image will show up in the browser. That is correct. So, do not worry, there's nothing there. It's because we have not added a search yet. HTML attributes are special words used inside the opening tag of an element to control the element's behavior. The search attribute in an image element specifies the image's URL, where the image is located. Here's an example of an image element with a search attribute pointing to the FreeCodeCamp logo. So for our image, we're going to go ahead and do this one that will bring us, hopefully, a cat photo. And there it is. All image elements should have an alt attribute. The alt attribute's text is used for screen readers to help improve accessibility and is displayed if the image fails to load. Here's an example of an image element with an alt attribute. So we will add an alt attribute of a cute orange cat lying on its back. You can link to another page with the anchor A element. Here's an example linking FreeCodeCamp.org. So we will add an anchor to this. Sorry, not to this, below this. So we can't see it because there is no text for the link. The link's text must be placed between the opening and closing tags of an anchor element. So we will add the anchor text, cat photos, right here. Let me show this link. It says it would take us to another website normally. Add the words "see more" before the anchor element and in our gallery after the anchor element. So this will not be the final project, because we still need to put this in a paragraph. Add paragraph tags to turn "see more" into a paragraph. See, not be accident. Here we go. There we are. Looks much better. Turn the existing text "cute cats" into an anchor element. So we're going to do this inside of an already existing paragraph. So we click this, it says normally would bring me to another website, so that's a good sign. To open links in a new tab, you can use the target attribute on the anchor element. The target attribute specifies where to open the linked document. Target = blank opens the linked document in a new tab or window. Here's the basic syntax for an anchor element with a target attribute. So we are going to add a target attribute that is _blank, so that it would normally take us to a new tab. Let's see if this one works. Yes, it says normally would bring me to another website. Now that you have added the link, you can remove the comment. Easy peasy. In previous steps, you used an anchor element to turn text into a link. Other types of content can also be turned into a link by wrapping it in anchor tags. So we are going to turn our image into a link to freecatphotoapp.com. There we are. So before adding any new content, we should make use of a section element to separate the cat photos content from the future content. The section element is used to define sections in a document, such as chapters, headers, footers, or any other sections of the document. It is a semantic element that helps with SEO and accessibility. So we were going to go ahead and everything right here from H2 down to our image, we are going to turn into a section. And of course, we are going to indent this. Here we are. It is time to add a new section. Add a second section element below the existing section. Within the second section element, add a new H2 with the text cat lists. After the last H2 element, the second section element, add an H3 element with this text. Things cats love. And here we are, another promotional ad. To create an unordered list of items, you can use the UL element. After the H3 element with the things cats love text, add an unordered list. Need a tag for that. Now the LI element is used to create a list item in an ordered or unordered list. Here's an example, and within our unordered list, we're going to make 3 list items. So we're just going to make one of them, and we're going to copy it. We're going to add our items. And there we are, we have our list. After the unordered list, add a new image with a search attribute value set to this link, and it will have an alt attribute as well. Make sure that happened. Yes, there we are. We have our beautiful lasagna. Step 25. The figure element represents self-contained content and will allow you to associate an image with a caption. That's the image you just created within a figure element. We're going to go ahead up here. We will add a figure element. So that takes us about 35% done with this project. I think that is a good stopping point for now. And if you enjoyed this and would like to see more and hopefully go along with me, please like. Thank you for joining me.